Good morning, YouTube. How are you guys doing?
Good morning. Sorry, actually it's evening. So good evening, guys. So today actually I'm going to talk about.
Good morning. So today we are actually here to. Good morning, YouTube. How are you guys doing today? Well, today we are going to talk about. So today we are actually here to review this bike and talk about how this bike performs and why I prefer this bike over the likes of Duke 200 or RTR 200 Apache. The reason that I probably like this bike over anything else is because this is a better tourer than the similarities or the companion bikes that I spoke about. Few reasons. If you can see, I'm actually really heighted. I am about 6'2", and this bike actually gives me a good sitting posture. So let's start. Actually, I bought this particular bike in 2015, and my whole purpose of buying this particular bike was basically touring, traveling to places in across Mumbai or India basically. So I've done a few rides on this, no doubts, and the reason I can talk about this is a 2-year long ownership review that I'm going to talk about this bike, Pulsar AS200. So let's talk about a few features that I like about this bike. One is, as I said, the first one is of course this is a tall bike. Apart from this, the first thing that the Indians talk about is kitna deti hai. And this is what it is. So we have the bike, which this bike gives you an average of about 35 to 40 on the highway and your cruising speeds of about 90 to 110. A good average of 35 to 40 depends on how you race and how do you ride your bike. And in the traffic it gives you about 25 to 30. So the difference between the highway and the traffic rides is huge.
This is completely underrated bike, and unfortunately this is no longer in production, but this is one of the sweetest motorcycles that Bajaj has ever created for the touring enthusiast segment. So this review is based on my personal opinion and my own comfort. Okay, so this is a 199.5cc 23.2 bhp and 18.3 mm of torque. Now a liquid cool engine and a 6-speed transmission. And with the seat height of about 805, this is reasonably a tall motorcycle suited for me. Now this is such a good engine, it is hard to find a better alternative.
As I said, this is a very good off-roading as well.
So KTM Duke 390 is good, but not for the all kind of riding styles, or probably not kind of the riding style that I prefer. It's a back-breaking turmoil machine. It has a very hard suspension, and owning KTM means that you need to be good friends with an orthopedic. And I'm actually an Apache fan. I owned the RTR 160 for a very long time, and this vehicle, RS310, is another marvel from TVS. I'm a big fan, no doubts. But look at the pillion seat. I can blindly say that the pillion will be half dead within the first 100 kilometers. Yeah, unless the pillion is your wife and you are ready for a divorce. And just to compare that, my AS200 has a plush pillion seat. I can say that based on my experiences, because I did travel with a pillion for a 950 kilometers ride to my hometown, and it was not much of a pain to the pillion. Yeah, there are more bikes in this segment between 200 to 400, such as Versus 300, Ninja 300, Benelli 302. But they are too costly to even be considered. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Cheers!